Hi. I was wondering if you were gonna make an attempt at saying my last name. I don't, yeah, that's a little difficult. Mockevičienė. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, it's not disrespect. Like Lithuanian is super hard. Like you only try to say like, "Hi, my name is Alex." So labas, mano vardas Alex. Uh, labas. It's hi. Labas. Yeah. Mano vardas. Var var vardas yra i- i- yra. Welcome to the Lithuanian lesson on the alien in the room. Like, that's super. Yeah, it's super hard. Like I think your last name is easier for me, like Garcia Bragon or something like that. What? How? Well, how do Spanish people say it? Oh, like I can do VR. Like yeah, I can't do it. No, I can't. Like Lithuanians can do it. Like Lithuanians can because VR is like a big thing here too. And like my daughter can do it. My 5-year-old can do VR, and I'm like, and she always laughs at me when I try it. No, no, I don't like VR. Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the fucking ironic. Like it's Ruta, but I say it Ruta, but I can't spell my own name. Like I can say no, I don't think we do. Like not always. No, no one has. Yeah, yeah, people like yeah. I no. Now you're gonna be on the hot seat. Like Lithuanian lesson over. Okay, because no, I'm okay, but I wanted to make you do your alien in the room story for everyone. No, we can do both. I have a follow-up question for you. Like, since you were like from such a young age, like the alien in the room, like, uh, how how did it help you or stop you from connecting with other people? Like, because you wanted to talk about the aliens, but I know others weren't. Like, how does that work? Oh, can you the alien in the room story for me or the connection to people? The all okay. Okay. Okay, does my dog bark again? Of course he does. Um, Let me think. Well, I pretty much felt like the odd one out a lot of times, like even with my family, I was sort of the one that didn't quite fit in. Like even just say from education perspective, everyone in my family are IT people. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. I'm going into marketing. uh, and even in school, like I used to, yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. I think we have a lot of things in common, like the random questions and always questioning, and the odd ones out. So I felt pretty much like the odd one out, but at the same time, I think you saw your difference as a strength, and I saw mine as a weakness. So well, that's what I got from you, like your identity. But for me, like I always just wanted to fit in some way, like just be normal. And it turned out that it's quite easy for me to adapt to people and to situations, and for most of my life, like until the last year, I was pretty much forming myself through the outside world. But like last year, when like it hasn't been even a year since I woke up, you laugh at that word, but to the spiritual world where like that light bulb clicked and everything clicked into place, and all the questions I had all my life that I never voiced, like everything put together like a puzzle piece, and it all made sense. And like that feeling that I had, like, man, like I'm so different in a bad way, like that no one will understand me. It all clicked into place. Like, no, I'm different because I'm supposed to be like that way. I didn't see it as a bad thing. Like I saw it as a super good thing because it answered a lot of questions that I had inside of me, and it just sort of been my way back home to my soul, I guess, or to myself. And for me, I woke up, I saw the beautiful part of the spiritual world first, like all the light, all the people talking about like I don't know, random goddesses and stuff like that, and I only saw the dark side of things like halfway, like 6 months after, which was super hard for me then. So I don't know which is easier, to see the light or the dark first, but for me, seeing all the darkness really threw me like into an ego death, I guess. I mean, like all the conspiracies, all the things that people do to each other. And I don't want to phrase it like into too many details, but yeah. Yeah, and especially for me, like I've always been like that person who sees the light even in the darkest of things. Like I'd be able to find that one good thing in the worst of situations, and yeah, except when I saw that whole bunch of darkness, and with my trait of going deep into one thing that I'm interested in, like digging deep. So I took in so much at once that it was too much. And like, I had a whole month where I was like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what's real anymore, and I don't know what's the point. And it was really hard to just see that whole darkness, but at the same time I had to go through that because I had to learn that there are two sides to things, and even like that negatives, or like I don't know how to call that side, but even that has like its place for us, because we wouldn't appreciate the light and the easy stuff if we didn't have how to compare it to. Yeah, and at the same time, like when you see like that dark side of the world, like you learn that you have that inside of you, and like seeing those sides that you have like neglected, like that shadow, like it makes you look inside, like what are the pieces in myself that I'm not accepting and I'm not seeing, or that I pushed away. But it's funny, like I actually was thinking like just yesterday or today about the whole shadow work, and my approach to it is like usually we try to transform it quickly, or not see it, or just change it like it's something bad. But for me, I see it as something that helped me along the way in my life. like like at some point in my life I needed that part of me to protect me. Like I had really tough time at school. Like I was really bullied for 4 years, and that part, like that's why I have a hard time like being in the center of attention, and I just always wanted to just slip into the background to not be seen. And now it's sometimes stopping me from doing certain things that I would love to do, but and I would love to just not have that part, let's say. But now I see it like that was protection for me at that time. And when you see that part as that part you don't really enjoy right now as something that was really good for you at a certain point in your life, like it's easier to love it and just accept it and just so yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Mm, there you go. I shall- Yeah, and it's like basically the main work, I think, because what's going on, like, let's say the government, it's a representation of all the people that elect them. So, so you, if the, Seriously? Wait, I can turn on my. Oh, oh, I can hear. Wait. Okay, can you talk a bit? You're not heard. I'm heard and you're not. Like, why? Again, we're gonna have to start over. We had such a good conversation, but it's not, it's only recording on the live part, not on your own. Yep, yep. But you're talking through the camera, yeah? Yep, yep. That's weird. But you're talking through the camera. That could have been such a weird conversation, just me talking. that could have been such a Yep, we're gonna have to say it all over again. Or do those were not meant to be heard. Don't worry, we have 1,000 topics. Yeah, we're gonna. Do you want to end and start over, or what? Okay, okay. It wouldn't be the Alien in the Room podcast if we didn't have technical issues. It's. I just hope it's not our signature. Let's hope it's not our signature. No. And how many seconds did you set for the lagging from? No. And how many did you set for? Nothing, because it's like 5 seconds maybe. No. And how many did you set for? Nothing, because it's like 5 seconds maybe. Well, thank you for someone who told us that there's no someone who told us that there's no.
Oh shit.
Did you find it?
It was muted on Streamlabs.
Did you find it? Well, we can start over.
Am I sounding now?
Wait, can you talk again?
Hey, 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 hey.
Well, we can start over. Yep, yep, yep. Wait, can you talk again? Hi guys, like this is the replay.
Shit.
We're new at this, like it's okay. We're
Okay,
gonna start over.
yeah, let me
Replay.
regroup. Okay, so welcome to the Alien in the Room, people. We've been talking for an hour, and my audio was muted. So we just had like the best conversation ever, and it has been
It's going to be
totally
a it turned out to be a personal conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But look, Alex, it's good because I worked out my scene jitters.
okay. I think now there's a bit of echo because you may be having the volume up.
Oh, sorry. Now I'm turning it off. Okay.
No, I'm just checking because man, like we totally suck at this.
No, we're good. We're learning.
Mm.
Like we can learn from our mistakes, and it's a good lesson for the future.
So can we? I mean, let's not do the whole thing again, but let's do a recap of what we said. I mean, at least
Mm,
your parts were heard.
Yeah, but it won't make much sense unless we can edit it out like some ways.
You know, it would be so funny, like when I edit it, like to dub it above it, like yeah. So and it's like super shitty, like yes, you know.
Yeah, we'll check how good you are at lip syncing, like, and trying to make up like what you're saying.
Let's just add like another layer of complexity to our daily lives.
Yeah,
I
why
guess
not? Like,
we can do it CGI, like we can fix it, no worries. But let's recap. I mean, we were talking about in general terms, like we went from the alien in the room question, which Ruta asked me, and I said the typical answer: we're all aliens. I've been feeling like an alien for such a long time, and I've always been feeling like in my lifetime there's going to be something really huge happening, which I've always felt I've been not trained for, but like kind of brought in for. So that was my thing. Um, and then Ruta, well, your parts are going to be heard, but we were talking about.
let's see how well you listen to me.
Yeah, I was in blank the full time. Imagine. No, we also did Lithuanian lessons. So,
Yeah, sorry guys, that was just for Alex, it turns out.
damn.
and and now okay, it got stuck, but it's back.
The bad part is that my perfect cutting edge Lithuanian is not going to be heard.
You could try you now.
I could.
No, but we were speaking that Lithuanian is super hard, and it's okay if people misspell our last names. Like when we had the, I think, European Basketball Championship in Lithuania some years ago. Like, I won't say when,
Okay.
2000, maybe 2010, 12, something. Like, I'm not big on basketball, but here they made these beautiful posters of our basketball players and their last names, and we combined it like with English words, like how to say a Lithuanian last name with English words.
Like to help
Like,
to help with the phonetics.
yeah. And that was super funny, but it's interesting to learn those names that way. But yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't think anyone is learning Lithuanian for fun.
I want to learn Lithuanian for fun. Come on. I
Oh,
mean, I feel
okay.
I feel like
Okay,
knowing
we can
you,
do it.
I'm going to be able to learn at least the phrase that my name is Alex, that I don't remember at all right now.
Yeah, you can. Do you know the fun word in Lithuanian that people laugh? Like, thank you
Yeah,
is ačiū, and
achu.
people are like, ačiū. It's like apchi, ačiū. And
That's like
that's
a
why
fucking
people,
sneeze.
yeah. And that's why people constantly laugh, like,
Uh, how well in Spanish we sneeze like achu. So exactly like that.
okay. But we can make a trade. Like, I'll teach you Lithuanian if you teach me Spanish. But like, I already know pero because you say it so much.
Pero, yeah. I kind of love it. Like that's my version of the Spanglish. Like
Yeah.
I'm like trying to do my best with my English, and suddenly like I throw in like a pero. Yes, it works like that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and like you can totally get it from the context. So,
Ruta, I'm
but
thinking. I'm thinking. We do have a script for today, no?
we never follow scripts. Like, why do the script? But you know what? I was thinking about like the alien in the room story, like
Okay.
how not my personal one, but in general, I think like all of us feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you would look at every single person on Earth, I don't think there would be like one person who wouldn't say like, I feel completely like understood and 100%
Belonging.
seen. belonging. Yeah. Because I don't. I think we all had at least been there. Like even if in this moment in time, maybe some have found a way to found the people that make them feel like seen and belonging. But I think in general, like everyone has that story, and
Mm-hmm.
like that's guys like why the alien in the room is called that way
Because
because
it's
we
not
all
it.
are.
Yeah, yeah, and it's an elephant in the room turned into an alien
Yeah.
because. And actually, Ruta, that brings me like to the hot topic for today, which I'm
Okay.
just
What's the
going
hot
to
topic?
come up with it. These weeks, we've been seeing a lot in the news that I don't know if you heard, but the Pentagon last summer, um, I mean, I'm going to get this totally wrong, but like last summer, they did an announcement that they were going to release to the public a new report on what the Pentagon knows about UFOs, UFO crashes, ET technology, all that stuff, all the good stuff. And some people are hailing it as the disclosure with capital letters we've all been expecting, you know? So, like, it's, yeah, like the disclosure idea is like, it's kind of an old idea by now. 10 years ago, it was like really hot. And, the disclosure project happened, and that was interesting. That was really interesting. I mean, so fucking huge event on getting big names to say what's up with the UFO cover up, because that is one of the most important things here. Like, have you ever wondered why you don't live in the future you thought you were going to be living in? Where are the flying cars? Where are the magic healing technologies? Where is, I mean, where is all that cool shit, man? Like, we were promised jetpacks. Come on. Like, and I mean, we're still driving oil cars. We're still building based on oil. Like, our whole economy is still based on this. Like, which is okay. So like, there's this idea that disclosure comes with, like, if it comes, like, it comes with the 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 revealing of these technologies and stuff like that. And why do I say this? Because I mean, it's totally related. Like, if the governments or like some private higher than the government's groups are keeping this from the public, some people argue is because the truth can't be handled by the, which I think it's bullshit. And the other thing is like they're slowing as much as they can these disclosures because they can withhold these technologies for their own use, right? So like this news story that's happening in the US, um, this report I was mentioning before, like from the Pentagon, was really was really a headline back then, and I'm bringing it up again because I've read this week that this report has been delayed. Mm, there was also a thing happening with the there was like a COVID relief plan thing that they were planning on giving like huge amounts of money to in the US. I'm talking, and part of that COVID relief statement or plan they were gonna do, it also involved like okay, and we're going to be doing this report about UFOs and stuff like that, which apparently has been delayed, as I read this week. But I don't know why would it be delayed. Well, I do know why, because it's such a fucking huge PR stunt they have to pull out that I'm guessing like they need more time to fix it with the narratives they're gonna be feeding us. Okay.
Mm. Well, I haven't heard the news
Okay.
on this side because, like, I'm not much on following the news. Like whatever finds me, finds me.
Okay.
So I guess this is finding me through you.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on the fact, like when you said that people might not be ready for it, and when you think about it, that might be quite true in a way. Just imagine like all the people who are like super religious, and there are a lot of people who are religious, and suddenly they find out like that, hey, aliens are real. Like what happens to their world? It's shattered completely because all of what they've been told, like it's not true. And sure, like for you and me, like we may go through some ego death and we move on. But like for someone whose whole identity is based on like being like that good religious person, like it wouldn't be that easy. And I mean, it could pull everyone down at the same time if it would be done like too quickly and people weren't ready for it.
Totally. Man, I mean, that's a really big thing when it comes to disclosure. Like,
yeah, maybe that's why it happens slowly. Like,
yeah, I mean,
even like with COVID is part of it, like the disclosure in some sort of way, because it sends so many people questioning, and when they start questioning, they dig into like more,
yeah.
and then they find like this.
Ruta, let me stop you right there. I mean, I'm not doing fucking paying any attention to the chat, and we have people in chat, man. I'm so
We
sorry.
do? I don't see anyone.
Hello. Okay. Dalia is saying that your voice is echoing.
My voice?
Is your volume a little bit up?
I can put it down.
I mean, I hear you good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dalia, for the input.
Yeah, that's my friend. Hi, Dalia.
Let's give shout outs to our friends. This is my friend Fer. This is Dalia. Cool. We have Vicky saying like nothing's heard. Nothing's fucking being heard. Y Andresito.
Are these old comments or are these new comments?
These are like from 1236, so pretty old.
So, oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean we're noobs. We're noobs. But I
Yeah,
think your
sorry
voice,
guys.
I prefer your voice echoing than not being heard at all. So Dalia
Well,
saying Dalia saying hi.
hey, is it echoing still?
She say it's better now. Thumbs up.
Okay. Thank you. I guess her son is sleeping, so she's watching us.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Like to be streaming and like whatever anybody's doing, like they can tune in, and that's so cool.
Yeah, and we didn't even say like we're going on, like.
Which I kind of prefer, actually.
Yeah.
Even maybe if we bring like a guest, maybe it should be wiser to do it. But if it's going to be you and me, that we can do this forever, like I'd rather do it like on the spot, you know?
Yeah, and since it took us forever to manage our times.
Yeah, I mean the times and the technology challenges are not helping.
Okay, so we're working now? Because
no, but shall we play the video for the veteran video? I think it's so cool. Let's show it.
Okay.
I have it ready.
Sisters, brothers, thanks everyone for being here. We're from the organization. We're here to say to all those serving in the Army, the Marines, and Air Force, and the Navy that you have the absolute right to refuse to take part in these criminal wars, and that's a right that all of you should exercise. You have no reason to put your life on the line or kill and divide for profit. We've been to Iraq. We've been to Afghanistan. And we know what these wars are really about. And we joined the military for many reasons. To Because we need a college education. Because we need a job. Because we need health care. And then we join the military. And they tell us that our enemies are poor people in caves in Afghanistan. Or poor people in the deserts of Iraq. But we've gone to those countries and we know that our enemies are not other poor people abroad. Our enemies are the people that live in lost from our jobs, that deny us health care, that make it impossible to get an education. Our enemies are not in the poorest countries on the planet, but right here in the richest one. The occupations of Iraq and Afghanistan alone are costing over $700 million every single day. This is a crime every single day, while so many of us are hurting. Well, I think all of us here and the vast majority of people in this country would agree that we can spend $700 million a day better than bombing people that we have no reason to bomb. We can spend $700 million a day rebuilding those countries we've destroyed. We can spend $700 million a day caring for the veterans we get home when they get home. And then we can spend $700 million a day giving every single person health care, a college education, a job, and a livelihood, and a home. That's what we need to be spending our money on. But this government is not going to do that. They're not going to use the money in that way. They're not going to end the wars. And they're not going to do it because it's not our government. It's their government. It's the government of the rich. It's the government of Wall Street, of the oil giants, of the defense contractors. It's their government, and the only language that they understand is shutting down business as usual. And that's what we're doing here today, and we're going to continue to do until these wars are over. It's crystal clear now that these wars are going to continue and expand and go into other countries. That is the trend. That is what we know, that there is perpetual war, and it's only going to stop if the people stand up and stop it. And that's what we're going to do, sisters and brothers. A lot of people ask me, what do we do? Because we all know things are bad. We all see the atrocities on TV. We read about it. We experience it. People always ask, what do I do? Because we always want to know what to do. Do we vote? Do we support a politician? Do we join an organization? What do we do? Well, I'll tell you what we do. It's simple. We fight. We fight, and we fight, and we fight, and we shut down our workplaces. We shut down our schools. We shut down the streets. We shut down business as usual. And we fight until we force the people in there to do what the people out here want. Because that's how we're going to get around, and we're going to fight until there's not one more bomb drop, not one more bullet fired, not one more soldier coming home in a wheelchair, not one more family slaughtered, not one more day of U.S. imperialism. Let's fight to make that happen. We can do it today, and in the days ahead, we have to fight to end these wars and create a better world, sisters and brothers.
What about that?
Yeah, that was super powerful when I watched it the first time, and it gave me a lot of things to think about. Like I don't think there's any person like on our level who agrees with all of what's going on, but we sort of, most of us turn a blind eye for it because it's too painful to face it. Like it's not touching me, so it's sort of okay. Like the same with, like, say, sex trafficking. Like it's too painful to see. So most people don't.
Super painful, but I mean, it's easy to be distracted with other stuff, and like this society we live in, like, works towards exactly that. Like the TV programming, what they want us to be doing, like taking selfies of our asses, and like, what they want us to be doing, it's pretty fucking crazy. That said, like, I think it's amazing that right now it's less of a burden on our shoulders, because we're seeing some traction. We're seeing like people moving their asses and like speaking up, and like this has been going like for some years now, and I think it's snowballing into something that's closer to a factual change, or like a factual if factual is a word at all, but you know what I mean. Like, and man, I mean, this video gets me the feels because like everything he says, like it's not only the way he says it, like I love the way he tells the message and like the energy and like the pain and like the I think it embodies like really the feeling, like what we're all feeling. We're like so tired of this bullshit. And like to be honest, I haven't researched the guy that much. I hear in the beginning of the video that he's from a organization called March Forward, if I get that right, which I don't know what they do, but like the gist of the video is like, yeah, they're anti-war, anti, which is like the one of the biggest topics right now. Like, what the fuck are the governments doing? And I'm talking about the U.S. here, like with the situation, the pandemics. Not that it was perfect before the pandemic. Like, um, nice. I'm seeing like really weird glitches. Do you?
Uh, sorry,
This is new. This is
yeah,
new,
I'm
man.
seeing, yeah, the glitch in the matrix.
And it's happening in Streamlabs. I mean, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Like,
It's okay, like we're on the old TV, like, and I'm in pixels now, so it's